Hello, teacher. I am Huang Wing. Today is Friday, the 4th of March, 2022. This is the exercise WH question. What does she bring? A bag. What does she bring? A tablet. What does she bring? A briefcase. What does she bring? A menu. What does she bring? Books and magazines. What does she bring? Accessories. What does she bring? Accessories. What does she bring? COVID-19 safety supplies. What does she bring? Medicine and first aid kit. What does she bring? Travel documents. What does she bring? Toiletries. What does she bring? An umbrella. What does she bring? A raincoat. What does she bring? A lipstick. What does she bring? A snack. What does she bring? My wallet. What does she bring? My phone. What does she bring? Learning materials. What does she bring? Nothing. 19. What does she prefer eating? What does she prefer skiing? What does she prefer diving? What does she prefer hiking? What does she prefer getting up early? What does she prefer taking a different route to office each day? What does she prefer? Googling searched myself. What does she prefer? Drinking lot of water. What does she prefer? Walking in solitude. What does she prefer? Working. What does she prefer? Sport. What does she prefer? Music. What does she prefer? Traveling. What does she prefer? Watching film. What does she prefer? Cooking. What does she prefer? Reading. What does she prefer? Swimming. What does she prefer? Sleeping. What does she prefer? Singing. 18. What does she design? A towel. What does she design? Bracelets. What does she design? Furniture. What does she design? An apartment. What does she design? Profiles. What does she design? Social media profiles. What does she design? A logo. What does she design? Emojis. What does she design? Cartoon illustrations. What does she design? 3D. What does she design? My binder. What does she design? Our slides. What does she design? A garden. What does she design? An office. What does she design? House interior. What does she design? The software. What does she design? The clothes. What does she design? A building. What does she design? A factory. What does she dig? A channel. What does she dig? A hole. What does she dig? A well. What does she dig? A tunnel. What does she dig? A treasure. What does she dig? Oil. What does she dig? Weed. What does she dig? Natural gas. What does she dig? Precious stones. What does she dig? some information. What does she dig? Ruins. What does she dig? Potatoes. What does she dig? A pond. What does she dig? A channel. What does she dig? A past. What does she dig? A grave. What does she dig? A lake. What does she dig? A swimming pool. What does she dig? A small canal. What does she dig? The truth. The truth. 16. What does she spread? Peanut butter. What does she spread? Jam. What does she spread? Cheese. What does she spread? Ketchup. What does she spread? The flu. What does she spread? Coronavirus. What does she spread? Legs. What does she spread? Mayo. What does she spread? Germs. What does she spread? Joy. What does she spread? The oil. What does she spread? Chocolate cream. What does she spread? My voice. What does she spread? The nose. What does she spread? The honey. What does she spread? A banner. What does she print? My timetable. What does she print? Documents. What does she print? His portrait. What does she print? A list of things to do. What does she print? Greeting cards. What does she print? Stickers and the decals. What does she print? The artwork. What does she print? DIY business paper bag. What does she print? Business card. Cards. What does she print? Moving boxes, labels. What does she print? Leaflets. What does she print? A poster. What does she print? A picture. What does she print? A newspaper. What does she print? A map. What does she print? Study documents. What does she print? Blueprint. What does she print? My vocabulary sheet. What does she arrange? A meeting. What does she arrange? A vacation. What does she arrange? A ceremony. What does she arrange? My work. What does she arrange? A trip. What does she arrange? Flowers. What does she arrange? Furniture. What does she arrange? A deck of cards. What does she arrange? A cutlery drawer. What does she arrange? Books. What does she arrange? Family group chart. What does she arrange? A wedding. What does she arrange? An appointment. What does she arrange? An an agenda? What does she arrange? My schedule. My schedule? What does she arrange? A marriage. What does she arrange? A piece of music. What does she order? A satin sheet. What does she order? The pancakes. What does she order? A computer. What does she order? Beef steak. What does she order? A cocktail. What does she order? A tea organizer. What does she order? A cable protector. What does she order? A stain remover. What does she order? The garbage disposal cleaner. What does she order? A bottle of honey. What does she order? Cleaning supplies. What does she order? Plane tickets. What does she order? Fast food. What does she order? A book. What does she order? A beach. What does she order? Perfume. What does she order? Pizza. What does she order? A mattress. What does she order? A cup of coffee. What does she order? A movie ticket. What does she order? Furniture. What does she order? Electronic devices. What does she order? Cooking utensils. What does she order? Granola. 12. What does she offer? A discount. What does she offer? Cigarettes. What does she offer? A drink. What does she offer? Jobs. What does she offer? Skills. What does she offer? The network. What does she offer? Time. What does she offer? Experience. What does she offer? Social influence. What does she offer? Opportunities. What does she offer? Enthusiasm and passion. What does she offer? Flexibility. What does she offer? Initiatives. What does she offer? A high salary. What does she offer? Free gifts. What does she offer? A vacation. What does she offer? A lot of food. What does she offer? The services. What does she offer? A coupon. What does she offer? A voucher. What does she offer? A small present. What does she send? A catalog. What does she send? An email. What does she send? Big pictures. What does she send? Presents. What does she send? Magazines. What does she send? books. What does she send? Seats and blankets. What does she send? A toy. What does she send? A box of candy. What does she send? SMS. What does she send? Text messages. What does she send? An emoji. What does she send? A gift. What does she send? What does she send? Postcards. What does she send? A sample. What does she send? A package. What does she send? The letters. What does she send? The reports. What does she send? A calendar.